One night they were looking up at the stars and Jimmy said, "Look, Ethel, I'm the night sky and you're the stars." Ethel was white, Jimmy was black, and they weren't meant to be together according to everybody around them, but they were in love. Sometimes when I look up at the night sky I think of that story too, about Jimmy being all of the sky. I can't go past a crow without screaming out, "G'day Jimmy Governor" as well. Jimmy Governor was Australia's first black bushranger. I thought I'd learnt everything about him, and when on my motorbike journeys I thought that I'd seen most of the places where he was last sighted or whatever, but the last time I rode north I was around Wingham, and before Jimmy Governor was caught, he was shot crossing the river at Wingham. I can't remember what river it is. It might be the Manning, I think, or something like that. And they shot, when you go hunting kangaroos or foxes or anything as a hunter, the last thing you want to do is wound someone, so you go for a headshot, I guess, and you're aiming to dispatch the animal humanely and kindly. One of the 200 or so men on horseback, or the 2,000 or so men out hunting Jimmy Governor with rifles, like as if he was some kind of escapade, some kind of lawless bushranger, which he saw himself as. They shot him in the head, but it missed his head and shot him in the jaw and exited out this way and made a mess of his jaw, but he got away. And so he was holed up in the hills on the way up to Comboyne, between Wingham and Comboyne. He's packing native honey into his mouth to stave off the infection and to try to stay out on the run as long as he could. He was in this beautiful little creek, and the family that owned the farm near there were fencing, so they had all of their lunch out and probably a whole lot of other stuff waiting, tools and everything. And so Jimmy, being the ultimate bushman and the man who could look after himself in all circumstances, as soon as they took off on their fencing escapade, he raided their lunchbox and had some lunch, and then was able to go and have a bit more of a rest by the river and try to stay hidden. But of course when they came back and saw their lunch gone, they knew what had happened, they knew who was on the run, and they alerted the authorities, and Jimmy was captured by this creek. And so I'm heading out of Wingham up this hill into Comboyne, and there's one of those classic tourist signs that said Jimmy Governor's Memorial. And I went, whoa, I've never seen this one before. So I pulled in there, and I couldn't find it. It was supposed to be 1.5 kilometres along the road, and I rode straight past it and ended up at the end of the road. It was only about 5 k's long. Turned the bike around, there was a guy slashing his paddock on a tractor, you know. So I just stopped by the gate, and when he came back round, he stopped and jumped out of the tractor and said, "Yeah, okay, mate?" And I went, "Yeah, no, I'm just looking for the Jimmy Governor Memorial." And he went, "Oh, no, look, it's just down the road, another K or so, 2 Ks down the road. It's on the left. I slashed around it yesterday. And we always keep it tidy, you know. It's a sad story, mate. It makes you feel ashamed to be a white fella." And as I rode away, I had tears in my eyes, because it's just amazing to think that there's people living up there that actually are so touched by the story that they're maintaining a memorial for a man from the turn of the century, you know, and they're slashing around the last place where he was captured. So I went down to that river, and I imagined what it was like to be Jimmy down there packing the honey into his jaw and trying to stave off infection. Trying to stay out on the run, and probably thinking, what am I doing, and what's my next move, and how do I get myself out of this situation, or what do I do now that I'm in it? I don't know. I can't imagine what was in his mind, but it was really powerful to be there. And as I was standing there looking at this memorial, I looked up in the sky, and there were 3 eagles circling around above me. And Jimmy's great-granddaughter Loretta gave me the totem of the eagle when we were spending a little bit of time together recently, and so I thought that was rather momentous to see 3 wedge-tailed eagles circling around above me. Anyway, enough chitter-chatter. Let's play a song. So I'm leaving, done some wrong. Can I take my soul along? I make it up, they let me be. I think it's beyond hope for me. I only know how to fight. Make a wrong into a right. I see it all now at second sight. I hear their hounds out in the night. Breelong Black, I can hide in the tracks, running as fast as a crow flies. Breelong Black, bringing them back. I'll be at the gallows this evening. I'll be at the gallows. He got out of a temper, he saw red. Took his axe to Miss Malby's head. Cut her down in a fit of rage. They denied him a decent wage. My young Ethel, my brother Joe, as far as we can go. 200 horses, 2,000 men. Couldn't find this one bad man. Breelong Black, I'm getting them back. Say no business marrying the white girl. Breelong Black, out on the tracks. I'll see you at the gallows this evening. I'll see you at the gallows. Spreading flour on the floorboards. Breelong Black, blood on the tracks. I'll be at the gallows for dinner. I'll be in heaven for dinner. Back in 1901, 2 long months out on the run. Jimmy Golden's brother died. They still walk as a crow flies. Sid Green, my name's Andy Gordon. Thank you for coming. We'll do a little changeover, we'll get everybody ready. Jump up, get a drink. pretty casual. And then we'll come back in about, I don't know,